thank you very much for tuning in if that's your first time, and if it's not your first time, welcome back. You catch me at the same place as I left you on the last vlog, a place called Lime Green. I've been here 12 days now, so my 14 days is almost up, so it's time to move on. So I'm going to unhitch and head on up the canal a bit into Macclesfield to get some services done. I'll catch you on the journey. Questions I get asked quite a lot is it very difficult and hard to live on your boat through the winter? And to that answer, it depends on yourself. It all boils down to preparation. If you prepare well and in advance, and you've got yourself sorted, you know what you're doing and where you're going, then it's no difficult than living in a house. Really. There are difficulties, such as the canal freezing over and you can't go anywhere. But that doesn't happen that often, and it's only for usually a few days. The main preparation is because the boat is totally off grid. You have to prepare yourself to make sure you've got enough coal or wood for your log burner stove if you've got one. Diesel for your engine, so that you can move if you need to, or you run your engine to generate the electricity to charge up your batteries. It's also essential that you don't end up getting stuck in the middle of nowhere. There's lots of places on these canals where you're literally in the middle of nowhere, and it can be 3, 4, 5 miles before you can get any services, i.e. water, rubbish disposal, toilet disposal, all that kind of stuff. So again, part of the preparation is getting yourself to somewhere, location, where you've got access to these services. Albeit if you have to walk a mile, pulling your trolley to get water from a tap, bearing in mind that that tap might not be free, it might have frozen up, as it did with me last year. But on the whole, it's just all down to preparation. I'll go through some of the bits of preparation that I do, which I'm doing today. I'm heading now up to a marina. It's about 2 miles up the canal. Take a couple of hours. Heading up there to top up my diesel, so that I know I've got plenty of diesel. I'm going to top up my water tanks. Again, I'm going to get some coal, and I'm going to get another bottle of gas. I use gas for cooking and hot water. So once I've got all those things, I should be quite well prepared for the winter. I'm going to then turn around and head all the way back down the canal, about 6 miles, down to Bosney Locks where the services are, and there are toilet facilities, water facilities, all that kind of thing, rubbish disposal. And that's where I'm going to moor the boat up for over the Christmas holidays. So I'll continue with the journey and I'll show you how I get on. Coming up to a lovely little private mooring here. It's called Sutton Wharf. Whether it was originally an old wharf, I don't know. But it's two lovely private moorings with grounds. I don't think that they live on, but there are some outbuildings and things there. But it looks absolutely stunning. Beautiful location. If you could build a little bungalow on there, that would be stunning. Bridge number 44. I have to keep right over to the left hand side on this bridge to avoid clipping me chimney on the roof. The bridge itself goes across at a bit of an angle, so the last thing I want is to knock my chimney off. Beautiful stone. And this part here on the left hand side is the fellow vlogger, inspired by nature, Dave. Often see him up and down the canals. Very good channel if you're into photography and nature. Inspired by nature. You see, with all the heavy rain we've had, there's quite a little bit of overflow going down there, which stops the canal from getting too full. We've just had 2 days of torrential rain, so the canals are well and truly full now. And this area is Gurnet Aqueduct. This aqueduct goes over the top of the road here, just going over it now. And that's the little village, I think it is, of Gurnet. Just down there. Here's a little example of how much water we've had recently over these downpours. You can see the water actually draining off the land here, coming out of that pipe. There's quite a bit of water coming down off the fields. Could it get a bit cold now? As soon as it gets to about 1 or 2 o'clock, the sun goes down, or the heat from the sun, and it gets in really cold. Well, that's all done now. The diesel tank's now full. That should last me over the winter, probably about a month or so. I've got a new gas bottle. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any water. The water at the CRT water point wasn't working. Don't know why, but just no water coming out of it. So we'll just have to be a bit careful tonight, and hopefully tomorrow, if the tap's working down at Bosley Locks, we'll fill the tank up then. Okay, no locks on this section of the canal, just 2 slightly awkward swing bridges. I've just come through one of them, and the next one is about a mile or so down the canal here, but that's an electrically operated one. It's just a very time consuming affair rather than awkward. Well, catch you when you get a bit further down. As the light starts to fade and the sun goes down, we get treated to an absolutely fantastic sunset. The colours of the trees and the bushes are absolutely astounding, and the sky is beautiful. Just enjoy these pictures. Not sure if the camera's picking it up, but down in the valley here, there's a fog, and it's turning to frost on the grass. You just see it starting to frost on the grass. There's a lovely fog and mist just hanging down there in the gully. Now it's spilling over onto the canal. Not sure if it's beautiful sunset. Not sure if you can actually see, but just ahead of there there's mist flowing across the canal. Lovely colours of the skies. Absolutely lovely. As you can possibly see, the boat's not moving very well. It's very laboured. I think there's something wrapped around the propeller. I'm going to have to pull in here and clear the prop. Well, that's it, all cleared. It was a plastic bag after all. It's amazing the small things that you pick up on your propeller that spoil everything. Anyway, it's getting dark now and it looks like we're going to be mooring up in the dark. So I'm going to be putting the camera down now and I'll pick you up later on. Preparation for winter is just about done now. The boat's all topped up with fuel, water, new gas, everything I'm going to need to see me over the winter, coal and everything. And I've just brought it down to a couple of 100 yards from the facilities down there. So I've now got waste disposal, toilet disposal and a water tap at hand. So even if I get frozen in, get snow, should work out all fine. Well, this will be the last little vlog before Christmas, so I'd like to wish everyone of my subscribers, both past, present and hopefully future, a lovely Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm going to head on home, back up to Durham now, spend Christmas with my friends and family. See you in the new year. Bye now. And here's my mooring spot. That'll do me nicely through the winter. Super. There we go. Give us a wave. Not a proper boater, he hasn't got his beer in his hand yet.
No, it's in there, mate. It's in the
Once again, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all my subscribers, past, present and future, and wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a happy and prosperous New Year. Hopefully you'll join me again next year as I tour up and down the British waterways, seeing some spectacular scenery, getting up to all sorts of mischief, and just generally thoroughly enjoying boat life. Merry Christmas, everyone. Enjoyed watching this video. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't already done so. It's completely free. And of course, leave me some comments. I love reading your comments and your suggestions. Catch you later.